Hello, my friends. Ouch. Hot. Hot, hot. So, let's see. Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Hallo Vera. Ja, ich bin live. Schön, dass du da bist. Vera, das ist jetzt das englische Live, aber wie gesagt, wenn du Fragen hast, gerne auch auf Deutsch. Das deutsche Live war gerade gewesen. Das kannst du gerne im Replay schauen. Ich freue mich, dass du da bist. Ich hoffe, es geht dir gut. My friends, let's bring color to our life. Normally on Thursdays, but yesterday was a holiday over here. It was for Father's Day here. Und ja, prima. It was Father's Day here yesterday, so it was a holiday. That's the reason I wasn't on live. Not that I'm a father, but the shop is closed. So, yeah, I was thinking doing something from home, but excuse me. At the end, I decided I do that today. Guys, when you join me, just say hi to me and let me know where you're watching from. For those who don't know me, my name is Angela. I'm the owner and creative energy from Elfen und Helden. I'm a Dixie Belle E-Light retailer over here in Frankfurt in Germany. Also the German distribution for Dixie Belle paints and Woody Band retailer, Posh Talk. Bonsoir, Michelle. Happy you're back. Also distribution for Woody Band and Posh Talk here in Germany. So if you want to join the team, just let me know. That'll be fantastic. We're looking for lovely retailers for our team. So we've been working on this little table in flower stand, table, whatever, in our German life. God, I have a zip off coffee. It is 7 p.m. over here. So when you join me, just let me know. Hallo Patricia, wie geht's dir? Lange nicht gesehen. Ich hoffe, es ist alles in Ordnung bei dir. So, this is his flower stand. We've been working, this is one of the Posh Talk cooperations with Jonathon, Marc, Mendez from House of Mendez. One of his designs, and I absolutely love it, and so does my customer. And she gave me this little flower stand, and she wanted to have that on there. So, oh, hi Michelle, happy you're there. That's what we already applied on here. And those decoupages, they come in A3 and they come in A1. So we've used the A3 one. Even it's not big enough to fit basically the whole table, as you can see. So what we've done, you can watch the replay from the German live. You know, you don't just switch the sound off, so you're not hearing me talk in German. But you can see how we basically done that, because I've applied one of the sheets on here and then basically used the second one, pulled it apart to apply basically just the parts I wanted to fill up all the edges. That's what we've done. Nice and easy to do. And if you look closely, you can see some of the edges when you know that they are there. But if you don't know, you can't really see them. So that blends nicely together. Even so, we're going, you know, obviously there's like those edges hanging over. We're going to sand those down now. And I'm thinking of blending in some of the areas. I brought some paint for that. I'm going to bring you down so you can see what we're doing and you don't need to see me. Instagram, I hope you can see okay. Otherwise, just let me know. Instagram is not very chatty. Even so, I'm happy you're there, guys. Whoever is watching and whoever hasn't followed my page yet, I really appreciate that if you would do. Also on YouTube, if you give me a follow. and hit the bell so you get noticed. That'll be absolutely fantastic. So sanding off the edges, you know, just like those edges hanging over here. Pretty easy. Use some sandpaper. This is, I'm using the one with 180 grit. And what I do, I'm just going to show you so you can see. Let's start here. I've already sanded some of the edges down. Even this is like a round shape, you know, this works pretty nicely. You go with the paper and you just go over the edge, and not like this on top, just like basically almost in a very almost like how do you say that, upright to the edge, but with the paper to rub it off. Yeah, and just commit, you know, don't worry, nothing's gonna happen. Just make sure the your decoupage glue or whatever you've used to apply it has dried. It makes your life easier. You can do it the other way, but it makes your life easier if it's dried. Then you just brush down, commit. There you go. And you get like a nice clean edge all the way around. There's some areas where I just have like very little hangover. Well, not hangover. So, and the decoupage paper is rice paper. You sometimes have those fibers. Just go over it again and just get it off. You just got to commit, and you go with the paper. Don't go against it, because otherwise you brush it up, you know. But go with the paper, commit, and just take it off, and you get like a nice clean edge. Even this got like a round shape. Just go bit by bit, and that's it. Also, it makes your life easier if you have like a block. This is like a block, so you can put some pressure on there and just go around the edge. So that's it. There's some areas. Let's check it out. I may even keep like this edge. You never know where you can use that. So there you go. You can see there's now this nice clean edge where we've just like taken the decoupage off. So this is now also a chance to check if you have applied the edges nicely. Sometimes just try to lift it up. That works fine. This is going to be sealed later on anyway, but even so, I'm going to leave it like that. I'm probably going to use a little more paint, just go in between to blend it in, just like a little. So, and I put a base on here with the Decoupage cotton underneath, because I like to work with white underneath my decoupage papers. They are translucent, and the colors just come out brighter. Even this is pretty dark, but the colors come up much brighter. This is the reason why you see here is like white edge. So this will be painted over in a minute also. So I've brought Midnight Sky because it's not completely black, and I'm just going to blend in a little bit the edges. Chalk mineral paints by Decoupage, water-based, VOC-free. So I've just basically, you can water that down also. I'm just going to dip the brush into water because I don't want to have like a solid. And I'm just using the paint out of the lid. This is the Posh Chalk molding brush. And let's see, I don't need that much paint. I'm just going to go around here, just around those edges. Just grab a baby wipe because I don't want to go onto the green. You can take it back with a baby wipe again to blend it in a little more, and to don't have it like as solid if you don't want it. And this is a little big, that brush. I'm going to grab an artist brush in a second. Just going to do those areas here. So, and as I said, Midnight Sky is not quite pitch black. It is almost black, and this goes nicely with this paper. You can use the Posh Chalk metallic paste in graphite. They go nicely with it also. I'm just going to use an artist brush now just to go into those areas. And I'm using just a baby wipe to get that, blend that a little more in. All the way around, and it lets disappear also if you have some edges, you know, from overlapping the papers, they will disappear also, and just makes it a little more how do you call that, Michelle? Homogen. Does that exist in English? Guys, you know, after all, I am German, and sometimes I am lost for words, if you believe it or not. Me chatting away all the time. I'm just using a dabbing motion to go around all the areas around those leaves, and there you go. If it's too solid for you in some areas, just use your baby wipe and take a little back of the paint. So I always have to be careful. I sometimes get to a stage where I think, oh, darn, you should have stopped earlier. Who does that? Who's like overworking their projects like I do sometimes? Just easily done. So I'm happy Jonathon is going to come for a workshop over here to one of our lovely Dixieville and Woodie Band retailers, to Vanessa from Simply Vintage, and Heike from Heike's Furniture Art will be there, and Nicola from Nicola's, what's her page? So that's it. This is now nicely blended in. Let it dry, then you can see if this is how you envisioned it. Envisioned it. Is that correct? I don't know. I'm talking rubbish tonight, aren't I? I really am talking rubbish, guys. Am I? Does it make any sense? Oh, hi, Nina. I'm happy you're there. So, just very little paint we used for that. So I'm just going to bring you that up so you can see. So now you can't see any of those edges anymore. It looks like it's like one solid paper, and you can't see that it's basically been how do you say that? Layered. So now I've got it. That has been layered. So put it in the water. So the rest of that piece she wants to have in Palmetto, which goes beautifully with that paper. So we're going to just paint that in Palmetto. That's what we do. So I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to grab my baby wipe and I'm just going to go over this here. Do you see this? Do you see this orange? Do you see this orange? So what do you think that is? What do you think that is? Anybody's got an idea what we have here? Oh, Michelle, you overwork it all the time. Welcome to the club. So anybody knows what this this reddish yellowish stuff is? It is bleed through, Michelle. Exactly. So this piece has been cleaned nicely with white lightning to make sure I've got all the residue and things down of it. And when you clean, you still get this something like this out of your wood. It is bleed through. So the tannins from the wood, exactly, Michelle, the tannins from the wood are basically coming through. Meaning this will also come through your paint. So now, if I would use a light color, on here, I would use a stain blocker and tannin blocker, preferably from Dixie Belle, the Boss. But as I'm working with Palmetto, which is a dark color, I'm not worried this time. So if you work with a light color and you have like this coming through, make your life easier and really use a stain blocker because it'll come through, believe me. No way it's not. Okay, as I said, Palmetto is a dark color, so I'm not worried about. Even on top, I've used cotton underneath, but you know, this paper is dark also, so I'm not worried that any of the tannins are gonna go through. You won't notice it with the dark colors. It's basically just when you use light colors, you eventually get a problem. Now, as I said, this is chalk mineral paint by Dixie Belle. And first going to use the paint out of the lid. I've gone back to shaking, guys, but I'm going to clean the lids afterwards. This is a beautiful, rich green color. They've got no VOCs, no smell to them whatsoever. They are water-based. And this is almost dry. Even so, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to use one of those Posh chalk molding brushes again. And I like to work with a slightly damp brush. Not wet. I'm not soaking it. Just like to have it a little damp, so to say. So, little paint. And then just get going. So I'm going to paint. I'm going to need probably about 2 coats. As I said, this one was cleaned nicely with white lightning. And now just going to get a nice coat. So projects like this, you know, they are pretty, there's loads of edges and stuff like that to go into. So let's just get going. Just slap the paint on there first. And there you go. All the way around. Make sure you have everything covered. On a small piece like this, especially with a beautiful decoupage we've used here from Jonathon, Marc, Mendez, you sometimes don't need like crazy designs and blendings and whatever on the rest. It's sometimes just beautiful if you have one color to have the decoupage pop a little more. And that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to use one color on the whole body. As I said, I'm going to need 2 coats to have a nice coverage, which I want to have, obviously. So I'm not worried, I'm touching the bottom here, but the paint is already basically dry. Chalk mineral paints, they dry really quick, especially when you work with thin coats. I'd rather work with thin coats and have a coat more instead of using thick coats, and the paint needs like whatever hours to dry at the end. It just makes your life easier. But everybody's got his own preferences. So also the chalk mineral paints by Dixie Belle, they are self-leveling, meaning during their drying process, they are brush strokes are leveling themselves out. So that's basically what is happening. And a project like this is pretty easy to paint, even it's got like loads of edges and stuff like that and areas you have to go into, but as you can twist and turn it, it obviously makes your life easier to get in all the areas you have to paint. Let's see how far we get with this tonight. So guys, let me know, how is the weather where you are? We've had, I don't know, we have end of May, but the weather was almost like April here today. We had rain, it got really cold once of a sudden, then the sun came out and it was steaming hot again. So, bristle I don't have. So, but that's just crazy. That's just crazy. So just gonna do those legs. I'm gonna go around, just twisting it on the way I go, just that I hit all the areas. Just want to get the paint on there for now. So the slapping technique I usually use is like on a small piece like that, not that easy, but in some areas you can do that just to get it covered. So you don't need to sand your projects or something like that. If you have like a very shiny surface, then just scuff sand it. If when you clean it with white lightning, and white lightning is also a deglosser and it's not taking the sheen off, just give it a quick scuff sand and off you go, you know. So that works pretty nicely. Let's see, I want to have it painted underneath also, and around the top at the end. So I'm still using the paint out of the lid, guys. I'm still using the paint out of the lid. There you go. There's some areas still missed. This is the nice thing with something small like this. You can just twist and turn it and basically check out where you've missed some areas. Now I laid my hand on some nice watches. As you could hear, they have a lovely sound. Ever so rich, they're small, but they sound like whatever you have, like the Big Ben or something like that. So let's see. Just stand up. As I said, this will need second coat. I'll let that dry first, and there you go. This also doesn't need to be like completely smooth. But you can see in a minute where it is going. So I'm just going to go around the edge here. Just to get that covered. So the molding brush by Posh, as you can see, is very versatile. It's very easy to work with. And the white you can see on top, this is basically because I've slapped the cotton on messy for the decoupage. So you can see how nicely the Midnight Sky has blended in there. I would love to use the Woody band on here, but I'll talk to her. As I said, this is for a customer, and she just wanted to have some decoupage on there, but let's see if I can get her into some Woody band, because I think that'll go nicely around this this edge. Thin coats, they dry quicker, so you can continue quicker. You can see which direction this is going. It's going to be ever so cute. Also here, when you put on your first coat, I'm probably talking to myself more than to anybody else. Don't overwork it. Hallo Vera. Meine kreativen Veras sind wieder alle da. Das ist ja schön. So, what do you think, guys? Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I absolutely adore it. But even so, the paint is drying quickly. And there's some areas I can already restart painting. It is warm in here, so that's working. No, it's not working. It's not dry there. Because when the paint is not dry and you keep working on it, you're pulling it back off. You know, so that's not really what we want to do. Just wanted to give you a quick overview how to blend in the decoupage, and yeah, this is not dry yet. So let it dry, but it's turning out pretty cute. It is, isn't it? So it's all my customer's choice. She's got excellent taste. And so just clean my hands. Adorable. I really like it. And you can, you know, the basically the midnight sky completely has done the trick. I'm just gonna bring you up. It is Vera. It's a beautiful color. Palmetto, antebellum blue. I just love those colors together also. That's just ever so pretty. So now you can, or basically you can't see anymore the edges where I've been overlapping the decoupage. And as I said, I've used the midnight sky because the decoupage itself, I'm just going to show you. It is that's the back side. That's the back side of it. You can see the fibers. It's rice paper. And this is the front. So this is like, it's not completely pitch black. It's like almost black. So midnight sky is basically the perfect color to blend it in. I like it. It's cute. It is very cute. And you can't, well, you cannot see the layering where we've done the layering, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So, my friends. Hi, mein Schatz. Hi, Nicole. Genau, die passen super zusammen. Und wie gesagt, um das jetzt hier die Übergänge ein bisschen zu überdecken, habe ich das Midnight Sky genommen. Und jetzt siehst du tatsächlich keine Übergänge mehr. Ich bringe das mal ganz nah. Da jetzt, wenn ich so drehe, dann kann man diese Ecken sehen, aber das wird nachher verschwinden im Prinzip, wenn das Setting drauf kommt. When I twist it like this, you can see, Instagram also, you can see basically the areas where I've layered it, but this will be covered completely at the end when it's sealed. This is going to be sealed at the end, also with a satin, so this is going to be very cute. I like that thing. I hope you do too. So, Michelle, Soleil. Oh, in France they had sunshine. That's great. Well, we had everything today. We had rain, we had storm, we had whatever, cold temperatures, about whatever, 12 degrees. It dropped down once of a sudden. And then the sun came back out and went back up to 25 degrees. So that's crazy. Yeah. So I'm just going to check. Hang on. I'm just going to check if I've missed some questions. Michelle, try. Did I miss anything? Okay. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This is not going to be one of my overlong lives. I think that's, excuse me, that's enough for today. I'm going to let you go, guys. I'm so happy you joined me. If you haven't done it yet, please pop over to my page and leave me a like there. That'll be absolutely fantastic. New comments. I don't know why they're not showing. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Nina. Oh. Hot weather. Oh, my dear. Well, temperatures are dropping here, so. And my sweetheart, he's gone away over the weekend with a friend with the motorbikes, and they've had rain yesterday, they've had rain today, so that's really a shame. Guys, I'm so happy you joined me tonight. I'm wishing you a lovely weekend. As I said, the ones who haven't done it yet for YouTube, please leave me a follow and hit the bell so you get noticed when I do my lives. I do them in German and in English, and I will see you well, I will see if I see you next week. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make it. I'll have to decide. As I said, I'm going to the workshop with Jonathon and Heike and Nicola at a lovely place from Vanessa, Simply Vintage. And so I'm not sure if I will be able, as Thursday is also a holiday next week over here, if I can make it. So guys, you have a lovely evening and a lovely weekend. You take care, and I'm so happy you joined me tonight. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be very happy to help you guys. Ta-da!